Hello, I thought I'd snatched the opportunity just to do maybe another bit of work on, I was going to say half an hour, but it might probably be an hour, work on this album that I started last night. So I'm going to call this part 2. I will try and remember, so remind me if I don't do it, actually I'm going to write it on a post-it note, to create a, if I haven't done it already, a playlist for the albums, because in the past I've done some of them live and then some of them I've recorded later on, and I've had messages asking me for where's part 2, where's part 3, that kind of thing. So I will try and create a playlist for all that. I'll put that in front of me so that hopefully I won't forget after I've done this live. Alright, so let's look at the desk. Just do a bit of a catch up with what I created last night. So last night I made the outer cover, which is here, and then I decorated 3 pages. So the pages measure 6 by 7. No, they don't. This is where I need to get my ruler out just to double check, because I do forget. 5 and sorry, no, yeah, 6 by 8. So these pages measure 6 by 8. The album measures 7 by 9. And then it means that matting layers can be about 5 by 7, which is kind of the average sort of size for photographs, or 4 by 6s. So you could get a 4 by 6 in there really nicely. So there you have it. Right, so that's page, well, one of the pages, probably page 1. That's got a couple, well, 1 magnet there and 2 magnets there holding that all together, and it's an open up one. That's just a plain matting layer. Then we've got this one that opens like so, and that swivels back, and then we've got this as a pull out piece here, and this one, oh, this is a spinny one here, so that opens up like that and magnetizes back, and then we've just got a tuck spot for a photograph in there. So I was thinking of using these pieces of paper with the kind of peacock theme there. Let's see what's on the back of that. Oh, it's just a lady, repetitive lady, which I'm not super keen on. Doesn't really do much for me. However, we've got that lovely image that could be used. That one there as well has got a bit of the peacock feathers on it, so might use that. And there we go. Then I put all the spare bits of paper. A friend gifted me this box the other week, so this is really great if you've got any of these kind of 12 by 12 like boxes. I'm going to try and use these a bit more for housing sort of works in progress, because it's, you know, it houses 12 by 12, and then you know, you can just put your whatever you're working on in there. So I'm just looking through to see if there's any other design that I would like to use. So I've already cut up that one, so I might use a portion of that, but I'll stick all the rest of these in here. Oh, I've got pretty, I think that would be nice on a different one with that, to show that floral off. Right, so I'll put this to one side for a minute. Orange, black, orange. So we're on to the black now. And I'm wondering if one of our greens would work well with that, or whether I just repeat, because I used Cajun Craze on another page. I'm wondering whether to repeat that look. I also have a little bit of this red left, and I was thinking of trying to introduce some red at some point. Let's see if our green would look good with this. So that's Mossy Meadow. Hi everybody, welcome, welcome. I can see people are joining in the chat. Thank you for joining. Oh, that's quite nice. I like the contrast. That's Old Olive. That's Garden Green, which also goes well. And that's Shaded Spruce, which also goes well. Okay, let's leave those out then. Got a bright bit of sunshine just shining through my window there, causing that little bright light there. I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, I was wondering whether it'd be nice to have something that opens up. Could do a bit of a waterfall style thing. Right, hold on, brain. Just engaging brain. Bear with. I'm wondering it'd be nice to two on each side maybe. Right, that's 6 inches. No, I'll cut both of them at 5. The Garden Green is spot on, yeah. But I like the brightness of the Old Olive, so I'm going to see if I can use both. There. Right, score at 7. I like the idea of that opening up like so, then having another one maybe underneath. Or just have that as another colour underneath. What do you think? Just have that. I think it might be nice to put a tuck spot in there. I'm just going to cut that at 7. Just go for it and see what happens. Okay, so that's going to stick inside like that. Then I'm wondering whether to use some of this across there and create a nice tuck spot. So just to reinforce the edge of that, rather than cutting this section off, I'm going to fold that under like so. And see how much that is. So that's 3 3¼ So I'm going to score at 3 1/4 and then cut at 3 3/4. Then I'm going to score at a 1/2 inch there. at, I'm taking it to 5.5 inches, but I'm just taking it a hair's breadth over, because I want that to create a pocket. So let's do a little bit of snipping here. Hello everybody. Oh, you're up early, Brenton. Hello. Hi Connie from Denmark. Hi Heather, Carol, Teresa. Great to see you guys. Brenton, have you been to bed, or are you going to bed, or are you just up early? Hi Shaz. I'm just going to cut across there. Okay, a little bit of glue just to hold that down. Not quite sure where my bone folder's gone. I think I might just put tape and glue for this. So I've been thinking about if I was to offer this as a class, like a Zoom class, or a, I'm thinking of creating a kit. I'd love to design a kit with these products. If you were to pay for a kit, would you, and I'm sure the answer is yes, but I'm going to ask it and get your ideas on it, like to have the thick card included? Would you want it pre-cut to whatever size album we decide to make? And would you want magnets as well, and ribbon and all that kind of stuff? Like, how much would you like in a kit? Right, I'm trying to think, do I want anything else on here? So it can tuck in there, can't it? And then would you want printed out instructions, or would you be happy just to have it as a file, like a PDF or a Google Docs file? Hi Teresa, you're in. Oh, it's 11 PM. Okay, that's not too bad then, Brenton. I'm wondering whether I'd like to have that. Okay, so the idea was I was going to stick that in there. The only thing is, actually, I might have that on the inside, stick that on the inside, because I've just realised if I've got tags and that flips up, all the tags are going to fall out. That wasn't a great idea, was it, Ruth? Right, so if I have that flipped like that, then I can put that on top. And that can go up like that, can't it? Though I've just realised I probably should stick a magnet on there. trying to think, is there a way I can stick a magnet underneath there? Or I could create a closure that does that comes up and round. That would be quite nice. Actually, I might do it in the green, the darker green. I could use one of these. And stick it on. Right, let's cut that down. I might just use my little Stampin' Up trimmer to do these smaller pieces. With class online. Yes, so I could do like 2 versions. I could do a Zoom class for everybody, but then do Zoom class and instructions only for folks not in my Stampin' Up region. So yeah, that definitely would be a possibility. Right, I'm just going to measure this. So that's 1 3/8. So let's do this at 1.5. Score that up. What's that? Just giving it a little wee margin to allow for bulk, okay? So you do have to allow for that. I would love to have a PDF file so I could use my own cardstock and not pay for shipping. Yeah, I wouldn't be allowed to ship it to you anyway, Valerie. So yeah. Class with a PDF of supplies to have on hand for us Americans. Yes, yep. Yeah, I could do a Saturday if needs be. Hi, Susan. Hi, Melanie. So the question would be, what size should we start with? I'm not so confident on these slightly bigger ones yet. Oh, forgot to put the magnet. Where are my magnets? Oh, there they are. I tend to leave the magnets on my desk now because they're really handy for like finding things, like dies and stuff. So I just leave them on my desk, and then like metal things just end up sticking to them, and I found stuff that way. So there we go. Yeah, I was going to try and research somewhere I could buy magnets in bulk. 'Cause, well remembered. Thank you, Susan. I know. I think I need to kind of go, when in doubt, before sticking, do I need a magnet? Right, so that's going to go on there. That's going to hook under there and come around like that. Oh no, I think these are going to be my things that tuck in. Might just do a bigger thing that tucks in there as well. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I'll make that into sort of some sort of tag or something, I think. But if I tuck that in there, I'll remember to use it. So then I want that on there. Now I've got that nice little design going there. So do I want that? Oh, I was talking about having a little bit of red creep in on this. Okay, I've got an idea here. So if I cut that at 4 and that at 4, I can use both of those pieces. So cut this at 4 and cut this at 4. It'll come together, I promise. Right, so I'm going to have that piece on there like so, with a red bit there. Now remember, although it seems weird to kind of like colour block this, you've got to imagine this with photos on top. Then it's not always going to be this big bulky bit of pattern. You know, that's always the thing. You've got to kind of look ahead to what it's going to be used for. So although it might just look weird to have this great big bit of pattern there, remember the photograph's going to be sitting in front of that. All right, so and I've just forgotten to put the magnet on. That's okay, because I can put the magnet on the other side. Actually, I might just do that. Have that. Let's see. See, I am wondering now whether to cut that section off and have this tuck under so I haven't got to deal with a, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'll use that for something else. Because otherwise it's problematic, and I'm kind of thinking, what am I going to do with that green strip that's showing? I don't like it. Right, and because I scored this earlier and I've now cut it, it's gone all hairy. So just remove that hairiness. Right, so that's going to stick onto there like that. Stick another one of these, and this is where I can remember to do my magnet. So I'm going to stick this on first. Right, I'm just going to pop outside and see if I can pull my curtain over. No, that's not worked. Where is that sun coming in from? Oh, that's worked. Sorry about that. Right, sorry I've been flip-flapping. Right, put that there. I need to find the middle. Okay. So I saw on Artful Stampin Space, Lisa Attlee has already made an album. That was quick work. I think my aim, sort of creatively with these, is to get to the point where I have a bank of different page ideas in my head, and then when I see a paper, I'll go, oh, I know how to show that off to its best. You know, that's, I think, where I want to aim for, really. So, oh, take care, Susan. Grandson's on his way. Ooh. Thank you for the thumbs up reminder. Yeah, thank you everybody that does remember to do that. Alright, so I'll push that down. Oop. Right, try again. Get this down here. So that now opens like so. Now I just need to pop something on the inside of that. That does that. Does that. And that's got your little thingies. Just think it would be nice to decorate the top of that. Do a little tab or something. Oh no, haven't done that right. There. It's amazing how just a simple circle to create a wee tab can just be so effective. I love that. I've just got to make sure I've got no extra glue on the back of here. Get my glue eraser. Now, I'm sure there was, oh there it is, this long piece here. Thought that'd be nice just to have, to bring in the dark. You've got the dark bit here and then have a little bit of dark across the top. Because otherwise it almost looked like bare, too bare there. Great. So that's now going to go on there. That opens like that. Now I've got to decorate that. I'm wondering whether just to do a big sheet of red. Because, I don't know, I think it's nice. It's like a big bit of flash of red underneath there. Check the size. Oh, 4.5. Okay, so that there. That was a bit easier decision to make. And it's nice because that is kind of like a introduction to what might be underneath, so that's nice. That works. I just said to myself, do I need to put magnets? No, I don't. Go for it. Oh dear. Right, next page. So I have this, and then I could put that one over the top and then stick that under like I did the last one, so you won't see the hinge. 7, isn't it? Yeah. So it's score at 7. That can be tucked underneath. So obviously I've already decorated that one. Ooh, I'm just going to cut a smidge off there because that's protruding a little bit. Right. Ooh, come on. A filling cost me $315. Oh, it's sometimes worth seeing private because it gets done properly. I wonder whether to put a little strip across there, and then see if I've got an image that I can flick. Not sure about that red. That orangey red clashes with. Okay, so I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a, like that. There's a little strip of the, so where are we? Just to remind, so 5, so that's 4.5. So what does this measure? That's already 5.5. So I need So I need an inch. Sorry, my brain was taking forever there because I was like looking at all these different measurements and I couldn't quite figure it out. Right, just an inch. 4.5. All right, that's done. So then I've got to figure out, once that's stuck on like that, where do I put my little swingy thing? I quite like that being in the centre there. So what we'll do is we'll put a magnet under there before I stick this down. Ooh. It's wanting to jump to the magnet underneath. Ah dear. That's the thing about magnets, they love working towards or against each other. So there, there. Right. Awesome. Well, may your fillings stay put, Shaz. That's all I can say. For a very long time. You're still numb, oh yeah. Take a few hours, won't it? Should we call you? Are you slurring your words, Shaz? This is time you can blame the medication. Oh, I've just realised something. Oh well, that's fine. I was going to hide the pin under that, but I'll put the pin through the card as well. Right, shall I pop it on? That colour's quite good. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. Brilliant colour. Now, the only thing is I need to put a magnet on the back of here, don't I, first? Just need a wee scrap. Don't need anything fancy dancy. Can even use that. There we go. So what I need to do there. Eyeball it. No, wrong way round. Hope you're all shouting at me. Put a bit too much tape on. I forgot that I've got to fit an inch circle on the top of there. You just tried to drink. Come on, stickety stick, please. Right, so that's going to go on there. Let's put that onto there. Nice. Oh, so satisfying. Right, so on the back of here then, I've got a bit of that left. That's gonna so that's like that. That's gonna flick up. So I've got a piece of that left. Oh, and I also have a piece of that. There we go. And if I cut it that way around, I'll be able to save that bit at the bottom. I might be able to save that bit. Just stick a bit of tape over this. So the reason I put tape over and I leave the plastic on is just to protect everything from the metal. Oh, hold on, actually, if that's opening that way, I want the flowers to go in that direction. Well, I just fancied working on it this afternoon, getting a bit more done to it. I probably should be working on my tax return. So this is kind of procrastination, really. So how many would I have done then? Oh, it's only one page. Oh dear. Never mind. Maybe others can be a bit simpler. Right, so that goes like that. Now, theoretically, I could put a magnet now on the back of there before sticking it down. And that will just help close that up down. Must remember to put some more tear and tape on my next order, my next Stampin' Up order. I like that. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. The only thing is I've got like 3 magnets stacked up on top of each other really. Oh, I wonder if that would have... No, that wouldn't have gone all the way through. Right. Whew. Right, let's see. How long have I been on for? Oh my goodness, nearly an hour just to do 1 page. Well, I did a lot of thinking. I was doing a lot of figuring out, wasn't I? I think on the next one it's going to be a no magnet zone, because I've used quite a few on that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is it going to be that way? Actually, I quite like it that way. Right, orange. And I quite like the look of that piece there with that lovely floral, because then on maybe on the other side I can have a really nice bit of that, and that could just be a fold out thing. That's nice as well. So let's just go for a simple kind of matting layer. I think that could be cut down, or let's see what else I've got. Okay, while I'm thinking, I'm just going to trim this down. That I think is going to be too much on there. I prefer that. I think I prefer that. But I'm going to trim that down. So that's 3.5. Maybe 5.5. So you could get a 3 by, or should I go 4.5? And then I'm sure I've got a piece of red. Oh, here it is. Just tuck that in there. Cut that off there. A girl should be 2 things, classy and fabulous. So that helps to tie in the red from over there. Let's go with that. It's amazing how some pages can just come together really quick, and then others are just a little bit complicated. the way it is. And that's the way it is. And if I just put adhesive in the corner, it means then the photograph can be tucked under. Okay. So this one could have it opening out. Score at 5, cut at 5.5. Oh, I can't decide. I could have that on that side and then have this one open out, although I've just realised that's the wrong way round. Okay. Oh, actually, which way around do you think that goes? Oh, that's up. That's up. So that could go in there. That could open up like that. And then that could be hiding underneath. With another bit of something here to be another matting layer. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like obvious that that's then, I think that's all right. That should go that way. Oh, I think it's that way. Could have another piece flap over there. that would be quite nice to have that do that. So I'm just realising that I haven't got a hinge on there, and that's going to obscure some of that. Unless I create a... I'm trying to think if I could stick something that would just kind of be a little connector there, and there maybe. And then that would be the hinge to go in there. That could work. I don't really want to use... I don't want to... Right, let's do it. Make a decision, Ruth. Stick with it. Go for it. So what I need to do is create a little hinge for this. That's 1 inch. I don't think it needs to be that wide. Let's go for 3/4. Or whether just do it in black cardstock. That'd be more classy. Ooh, I have black cardstock. Okay. So, what did I say? 3/4 of an inch. So take that to 1.5. Then I'm going to score down the middle. So 1, so half, so that's 5/8. Oh! Oh well. Oh, I can do it that way, can't I? So score there. Score there. Let's have a look at that. Ew, that's too much. Too much, too much. Way too much. Okay. Let's take that to 1 inch. Oh, a circle. Oh, thanks, Kay. That might look good too. Might just score first. Good afternoon, Kay. A corner triangle pocket would be pretty. A corner triangle pocket. For this page or for a different one, Melanie? Okay, that looks better. It's a bit softer. I mean, I know I've got the drama of the bit being black, but it's quite cool. Okay, I'm just going to hold that a sec. Yeah, the toppers are cut from the Graphic 45 paper. yeah, I didn't buy separate toppers. It was just some of the papers are already divided up with different images that you can cut out. So yeah, no, I didn't buy the ephemera pack that goes with it. Oh, after I did the live yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have a quick look on eBay. Anyway, I didn't. I was a good girl. I was a good girl. I'm not going to magnetise this. I'm just going to hope for the best. Yeah, look, this is one of them. So some are great because they're like, you cut them on one side and it automatically cuts the other side. Well, the sun's come out here in Welshpool. It's nice to see. Okay, I'm going to pop that one underneath. I'm just going to stick a bit of it and then stick the rest of it because I've got it perfect there. Do the old nail trick. I was thinking that the Cheerful Daisies paper would make a really nice album because that's got sections you can cut apart. So oh no, stay. All right, so that's that. What's that? I wonder whether it should go that way. Have it open outwards rather than like that, because you don't want it opening it against the spine. Yeah, have it open that way. I mean, the other option is that I put if I could put a ribbon around there and tie it there. Oh, not sure what to do now. Oh, that's better. That works better. Right, so I've only got one black one to go. Oh no. Whoa, hold on a second. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I've got, sorry, got two more pages to go. I'd like to at some point come back and do a black, like some more of the solid black somewhere. I feel I need to repeat that at some point. And let's just have a look at the papers I've not used or not shown off just yet. So there's that one, which I'm not terribly keen on, to be honest. I'm like, for me, a figure is a focal point. So having it repeated like that, I struggle with. So that's just me. So I may just turn that over and use that side. Oh, I love that. I might use that again. And then I do have a heap of like extra bits here. So I could have something that opens out. Could have something that opens out either side. That would be interesting. Yeah, have two openings. What's in the back? Oh, could do it with that. Okay, then what other papers have I not used? Oh, that one with the oh, that might be fun. So if I had a section, because that could tuck underneath, I could have a section of that. Okay, let's trim this down. I thought it was penguins. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't... Yeah. Yes. Now I need to hit this right in the middle. There we go. I'll trim that off. No, I go up a little bit more. Take off that end. Just a little smidge. Okay, so I want to have it fold at that point there. I'm going to score there. going to cut it in the middle of there so I can do the same sort of technique again, and I'll have a nice 3 by 3 there. So that can fold in like that. And then on this side, again, cut that down. Trim that off. Score there. And then cut in the middle there. So that there, that there. Oh, look at that. It nearly fitted. But that's all right. We could maybe put some kind of piece. Oh. Or something slightly smaller. I'm wondering if I could trim that down. Just have that as an opening. Then I'm thinking, so behind here then, I could put an area to denote, like you could put a photograph there. So basically it's whatever this measures minus. So there. I'm going to cut 2 of those. So I'm not always giving precise measurements. Sometimes I can't give a precise. It's just the way it kind of happens. So I'm thinking of sticking that onto there. Oops. And then that magnetising to something underneath there, I think. So let's start gluing this together. So I know I'm safe to glue this down. Pumpkin pie card. I could do, I just got this, I've got these to use up, okay. So I thought I may as well. And the photo, you know, the photos are going to go cover most of it anyway. So, but yeah, I would do otherwise. Actually, the other day I used, there's Cajun Craze has also been put in this album because the reds are Stampin' Up reds are not quite the right red, but it's alright. I think if you're going to introduce a different colour to any project, you've just got to remember to introduce it somewhere else within the project so that it looks like you deliberately did put it there. Right. so weird. In my head I was just thinking, oh, Van Cleef jewellery, Van Cleef. Why am I thinking of Van Cleef? Oh, it says Van Cleef there. Oh my goodness. Subtle. Subtle. This is how advertising works. Right. Do I leave it that big? Should I mat it with something else? Actually, I think I will mat it because I've got that on the other side. I could just mat it with that. So that measures, oh, just under 4. Just under 4 by 2.5. What am I doing? Two 5/8, in fact. Let's do that. So I'm going to stick that on there like that. So, gotta figure the magnet. How are we going to do that? I think I'll put the magnet on this one first and then stick the second one under there. Right. Magnet time. Oh no, we're using that side. What am I doing? So then we need to stick that onto there. I'm trying to center it. Got about 5 seconds wiggle room. Then that needs to go on there. That needs to go there. That needs to stick down there. Then I'm going to stick those like so. Ta-da! Doesn't want to come off. Yay! Now whether or not that's going to work through a once you've got your photos on here, that'll be another thing, but anyway, we will see. Now the thing that I feel a little bit bereft of doing is stamping. It's interesting how stamping has become so much part of my crafting life in the last 12 years since being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And whereas years and years ago I wouldn't have even kind of really thought about it too much. A bit too much glue there. Right, I'm wondering whether to stick just something like that there, but if I stick it across like that, they can have that, the photo can tuck inside. Does that make sense? Because I find that join a bit clumsy. And this is blue, and this picks up on the lovely blue of this paper here. So if I just put adhesive across there, from that spot to there, I'm going to have to remember all these little tricks to this album. I think I'll have to do a run through of it and video, just a complete run through, and then whoever I gift this to can then watch it and then go, oh, that's what I do with it. Les Rubin ribbons. That must have been a company that sold ribbons then. Right, I quite like how that's worked out. It's kind of got, it feels like it's got different layers to it. So you can have that as a photo spot, that there, that and that. Right, now what to do with this page? I've got a little bit of that blue left over. I've got some of the that. I could cut these out and stick them in a strip. That's the other option. Cut that down, then do a strip there, and then cut those and stick those in a row. Ah, what, using the mechanisms for special cards, or just the papers? Hmm. I think it's quite nice with that little blue strip going down it. Although I love that flower. I think I might just do a tiny blue strip. So I'm not using up too much of this paper. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, that's enough. Oh, the mechanisms. Yes. Yeah, funny. We could use magnets on cards, couldn't we? I guess I just haven't thought of that before, really. We'll have to start putting warnings on our cards, you know. Please dispose carefully. Do not put them in the paper recycling. You have to remove magnet before recycling. Okay. The reason I chopped that section off earlier was because this is 6x4, you see, and that will fit a photograph. But I thought if I stick that there, this could just be an area to do some journaling or something, you know. Yeah, no. I love how by using this gingham paper sometimes you just end up things fitting. See how you've got the black line all the way around that? That just works brilliantly. Okay, another one done. So that one's going to open like that and like that. And that's just a matting layer. As I said, I kind of want to bring back that Cajun craze somewhere. Now whether or not I use it as a colour here, maybe to have something open up here, I don't know. It's a possibility. Still got a bit of this red left. But I've still got the pull out sections to do yet. There's still going to be things to pull out. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it for there now for this video. So look out for part 3 at some point. And I'm going to save all my little precious scraps because, you know, I might use these. You never know when the little scraps come in handy. So let's go in my box. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Thank you for all the cheering on that you're doing. And yeah, come back for a bit more, tucking into some molten loaf. Ooh, lovely. It's going to be 7 in total, Kay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the word? Flaps for them to go onto. So those are going to sit onto there, like so. Oh, I'll just place them on. I'm not actually going to. Oh no, they both pop out. Yeah, so they'll sit on there. So one. Have you seen the rest of it? Okay. That one opens like that. That one's a tuck. That one does that. That's just a tuck spot there. And this one does that. And then, oh, might put a little thing on there to show that that comes up, because that opens up as well. And then this one does that. Yeah, because that would repeat that little thing there, wouldn't it? That one does that. That's just that. There we go. Oh, and that's for later. There we go. For now. Save these wee bits. You can see using these on cards. Oh, great idea. yeah, I mean, when you're doing you can do sort of fancy cards that have photographs on. That'd be quite nice. So maybe I'll have a go doing that. And Kay gifted me a sort of like a card stroke album once. And so, yeah, that's where I think I first felt that magnet work, was when Kay gifted me something. And yeah, they are fun to use. For people who don't know that they're there, it's like, ooh, little surprise. So, there we go. Right, take care everyone. Lovely to see you. And I'll be back later this evening with a One Sheet Wonder Wednesday, Stamped One Sheet Wonder Wednesday. Looking forward to getting my stamps out and having a good old stamp around. And see you guys very soon. Thank you for joining me. Please remember to subscribe, and if you've got any questions, email me at ruthtrice@gmail.com. Take care for now.